I don't want to lie to you guys anymore, so I'm here to apologize for lying to you guys. I am not somebody that cares for franchise mode, dynasty mode, superstar mode, or road to glory, and I'm going to explain why. But first, I want to say that I'm sorry. And I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart for wasting your time and not finishing the series that I've started in the past. When I was a kid, when I was younger, I never completed any dynasty or anything like that. And you're probably thinking, nothing has changed because you still don't do that. And you're right, nothing has changed. And it's because, for me, I would take the worst team and I would do a franchise with them, but I would play like 3 games and then be done with it. I would just play 3 games and be done with it because it took way too long. And I was like, no, I'm not doing it. Because I'm somebody that likes to play on like 8. Back then, you didn't have like a different quarter length. It was either 5, 10, or 15. So I was somebody that played on at least 10-minute quarters. I can't do that with a franchise, do it, you know, game after game after game after game when I want the franchise to progress. I could do that in the play now. So what I would do as a kid, I would take the weakest team, try to do a dynasty with them or a franchise with them, and only get up to like week 3. Then I would do the same concept, but just in the play now, and be able to do that all the time, trying to beat, let's say, the Patriots with the team that sucks like the Browns, let's just say. Right? That's what I like to do. And that worked to a certain extent because I started doing these little one-off Throwback Thursday videos, and at the time, those are my most popular things. And I was like, man, this kind of reminds me of childhood. And then I'll get all these freaking comments. I'm like, yo, man, you're taking me down memory lane. You know what I mean? Like the nostalgia that you're bringing upon me is this crazy. And it's like, yeah, that's what I'm going for, right? And then I would start doing these series. And the series would be cool, but the series wouldn't even get me near to the amount of videos that, or views that I would get in another type of video, a little one-off video. I could use Mike Vick, because Mike Vick is a popular name. And that's one thing that I've always known on YouTube. I've known that on YouTube for a long time, that titles and tags run everything. Titles and tags run everything. Titles and tags run everything. And here's why. You can't get good watch time if people don't find your video. You can't get good watch time if people don't click on your video. So tags, thumbnails too, those run everything. But more importantly, titles and tags are the most important thing. Thumbnails are important too. But tags and titles without a doubt. And I learned this back when I had a different channel. And this different channel was Miles Sports Take. And on Miles Sports Take, I had like 2 videos that did very well. I mean, very well, right? But the crazy thing is that on that channel, I didn't get like no subscribers. Like I had videos that had well over 25, 30,000 views, and I only had like 100 subscribers. But it was all timing based. It was all the way that people interacted in the video. They either disliked it, they either liked it, they either left a comment and stuff like that. And it was just me being me. And it was me telling people why the Pacquiao-Mayweather fight won't happen. And it didn't happen for like another 5 years after I posted that video. I was telling people why Linsanity is going to go off versus the Lakers unless the Lakers put Kobe on him. And that night, the Lakers did not put Kobe on him. And Linsanity proceeded to go off because Derek Fisher had no knees. Right? So this is just something that I've learned, that names and trending things work on YouTube, because the only way that you're going to be a success is if you can get eyeballs on you. And if you can do something that is successful and you can do that one thing very well, then you're going to get the people that subscribe to you to continue to come back because you continue to do that one thing well. You're not going to call a plumber to do your electricity work, but you're going to call him whenever your toilet gets blocked up, and you're going to keep calling him if he does a great job. Right? It's just like YouTube. If you can do this one thing well, you're going to get people to come back. Right? So, I was doing SAU after I started these old school videos, right? And SAU was cool. And SAU was one of my favorite things to do because I loved NCAA 06. But that was the first time ever in my history that I completed or did a dynasty more than like 5 games. And I did that one for, I want to say, close to 8 years maybe. I might be wrong about that, but I think close to about 8 years. Because I think I've done close to 200, maybe 300 videos. I can't remember. You guys probably know better than me. And that's another thing, is that you guys would know my dynasties better than I would know my dynasties. Because for me, I like playing the game more than I like actually doing what dynasties are meant to do. Follow people's careers, look up the stats, care about what's going on around the whole league. And I just wasn't into that. I wanted to jump on the sticks, show my stick skills, and get off the sticks after an hour or two. That's me. I'm also somebody that likes sports, and I would be in my friend's live stream. We would just be talking sports, and people would be saying, you need to give up the gaming, and you need to pursue being like a Stephen A. Smith. Because that's how I would talk about sports. People say I sound like Stephen A. Smith and I would talk sports. And I was like, wow. And it was like, man, they are onto something, but I have this SAU dynasty that I'm doing that I can't just stop. And that's really what I was thinking, right? So my gut told me to do these old school videos, right? Right? And then other people would say, oh, do a dynasty, do a franchise, right? Do something like that. Then I started doing it, and it wasn't what my gut was telling me, it was what other people were telling me, and it didn't work. And that's the worst thing you can do, is do what somebody else wants you to do and then have it not work. You should make all the mistakes that you make because of your gut, because what you think you want to do, and figure it out along the way. Figure it out along the way, right? So that was working with the old school videos, right? Then I started to do Through the Years. And when I was doing SAU, I got 9,000 subscribers, right? When I did the Marshawn Lynch Through the Years, when I did that one video, when I did Marshawn Lynch Through the Years, and then a few days later, I did Calvin Johnson Through the Years, right? We're talking about in like a 3-week span, I went from 9,000 subscribers to 22,000 subscribers in a 3-week span. In a 3-week span. So that was my gut. I was like, I want to do this Through the Years. And I know that not all my Through the Years are going to be the most popular. I understand that because we just talked about that titles and tags drive everything, in my opinion. If you talk about LeBron James a lot, you're going to probably get a lot of eyeballs on him because he's one of the most popular basketball players, if not the most popular basketball player in the world. You talk about Tom Brady, you're going to get some views because, boom, Tom Brady is one of the most popular football players out there. You know what I mean? So I know this. So I know that some Through the Years are going to do good. Some Through the Years are not going to do as good. But that does not matter. I would not stop taking requests for Through the Years. I would not stop doing any of those things. Do you know why? Because I love doing it. So there's some people out there that love doing franchise mode. And they're not going to stop it whether they have, you know, great success with it or not great success with it. Because they love doing it. For me, I don't love doing it, and that's why I've started and stopped so many. I'm going to continue to watch other people that do it on YouTube, but I'm probably only going to watch the first 5 games and probably never watch it again. Because I'm somebody that likes people that have an opinion about certain topics that I have an opinion on, and that's kind of what YouTube is no matter what genre you're in. So my gut told me to do Through the Years, and it worked. My gut told me to do Throwback Thursday and stuff like that, one-off little videos, retro game of the day, and it worked. My gut didn't tell me to do these dynasties, and I've done them, and they really haven't looked. And you can look at the numbers and be like, yeah, they really haven't looked. You can look at some of my most popular straight gameplay video was All Pro Football 2K8 and saying it's the best football experience. That's my most popular just straight gameplay video. I also have an Odell Beckham video, and it got a whole bunch of views, and it was because his rating had just came out, and he's one of the most popular football players in the world. And I put his rating in ESPN Info 2K5. 2K5 is still a very well-searched game, and boom, did great. That same day, I dropped the rosters for NCAA, I think like probably would have been 15 or 16. I want to say 16. And that did well because it was around the time that NCAA would come out. And, of course, a lot of people didn't realize that NCAA wasn't going to come out at the time. So that was something that was going to get a lot of views, a lot of traction, a lot of searches, and stuff like that. So the point that I'm making is that I know this business, if you can call it a business. I know how YouTube works, but I have to listen to my gut. Another thing that I did was what-if videos. And a lot of my what-if rebuild videos, they worked. Why? Because I can use a Tom Brady. I can use a Randy Moss. I can use all these things, but they were just little one-off videos. So if you haven't got it yet, that's kind of what my channel is going to be. It's going to be Through the Years. It's going to be retro gameplays on PS2. It's going to be what-if videos. And it's not going to be a traditional Dynasty franchise anymore. And I know that sucks for the people that like those. It sucks for the people that care about those. But for me, I just can't do it. So I'm still going to use Fort Wayne, Indiana. I'm just not going to use it or Indiana Tech, I should say. I'm just not going to use it in a dynasty anymore. I'm going to use it for some play nows and stuff like that. And I'm going to use you guys in it. Okay, one thing that and if you're still here, you are the real MVP. You can let me know that by saying you're the real MVP. And if you're all still here, you will know that I'm going to use my subscribers in these videos. I'm sorry, but I could not do it in a dynasty because I did not a dynasty just zapped all my creativity. And it really did. A dynasty zapped all my creativity. And that sucks, because YouTube is about being creative no matter what genre you are in. It's about being creative. If you do makeup tutorials, be creative in it. If you do gaming, be creative. If you do regular sports, in real life stuff, be creative with it like Dude Perfect, and it's going to freaking work. You also have to understand your business. So I did, last little example, I did a Victor Cruz through the years. Victor Cruz through the years is going to do good over time. It will do good over time. It's going to be great over time. Also, the same day that he got cut, I did Let's Play Madden 13 with Victor Cruz. That little video that took 30 minutes to do did a lot better than that, right? I also did a 40-yard dash video. That 40-yard dash video was something that took me like 10 minutes to do, and it got like 90,000 views from the time that I did it till now. 30 years is going to take me forever, and that's okay. But I also have to have other things I can do that are quicker to do that can also help me to grow a channel. And that's what my goal is. So I want to use my subscribers. I want to use you guys. And I want to use you guys in like a one-off video type deal, where you guys jump on a team and then we take on some team, and I think that would be fun. I don't want to do it in a series. I don't want to do it in a season. Don't want to do it in a dynasty. Just want to do it in a one-off video. So if you're here, you just got some breaking news that I am going to use you guys in more videos than I have in the past. We're going to have a little bit more fun on this channel. I think it's going to work. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. But at least it will be my mistake to make, and that's something that I can live with. So, sorry that I went on for like 11 minutes, 12 minutes, 13 minutes, however long this video is going to be. But at the end of the day, I just feel like I need to tell you guys this because franchise mode and stuff is just not what I'm into. So, I'm sorry for wasting your time. Sorry for not listening to my gut. That's what makes me weak. But from here on out, that's what I'm going to do, because I have other goals outside of YouTube, but YouTube can help me get to those goals, and that's why I'm still doing it. But anyways, hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day, and until next time, peace. High sauce.